We need to have a clear set of policies that match the offense. And they need to be transparent and articulated. We need to understand, even our approach to training is very legalistic. Go on a website and do some training, and basically what we know today, there's still a lot of work to be done. Training's got to be in person, it's got to be at least several hours. It is not about changing beliefs, it's about changing behavior, and we also need to have leadership involved. How do we also think about supporting, again, the targets or the victims of harassment? Reporting needs to be looked at as an act of courage. It is an act of courage, and it needs to be supported, and we need to protect any victim or target from retaliation. And that's got to be a basic fundamental principle. And then we need a set of policies, and in the report we've made a series of recommendations to Congress, actually, on this. And one of them addresses this issue of making illegal these confidentiality agreements. I like to think about it as, think about the Catholic Church. We really cannot be secret. This is our responsibility. And I think that if we begin to really look at all of the above and changing that power dynamic, and there are some fundamental things we can do. Mentor networks, thinking about diffusing that intense dependency financially with PIs and trainees. And then lastly, I'm going to say something about research and the structure of research, because another recommendation that we've made is, we have federal funders. And today, there is no requirement for reporting with regard to those who have been found in violation of sexual harassment policies. Now, this would take some thinking, because at what level do you report, et cetera, but we really feel strongly that we really need to think about our federal agencies taking a stand on this, and sexual harassment being considered as serious as research misconduct, and taking it very seriously. And we believe that if you begin to kind of make the consequences and implications, quite profound in terms of funding, that also helps move the needle. And
just clarify, if you will, Paula, what those consequences of research misconduct are for people.
Well,
who might not be
it is what we've talked about, the toxic work environment, people dropping out, science not having the benefit.
And also, but I mean, what happens when someone in academia is accused
today,
of
there's no
misconduct?
requirement. There is no requirement for reporting to a federal agency. And, that's something that really would require legislation. And, it's an important area, though.
Actually, National Science Foundation is now requiring those reporting, right? So the question is, what do you do with it?
Right.
So people can argue, look, we are funding science. So we look at how good their science is. We're not funding conduct. Right. So this is where we need to cross that kind of bridge to understand that the code of conduct is important. You're a professional. You represent not only how well you do in science, but your entire profession and the reputation. And the integrity of science is dependent on integrity of personal behavior, because you heard how people are driven out of science, how you're losing talent, and possibly, I would expect that relationship sometimes encourages misconduct even in science. Yeah. So that's got to stop.